You know you have to declutter your wardrobe, but you just have no time or energy in your day to do it, right? Don't worry, stick around because in this video, I'll share with you one simple trick. It's so easy, even your kids can do it, that you can action today to start getting your life together. Guys, welcome. Let's share this tip. If you're an all or nothing type of person and you want to take everything and declutter, go for it. But there's a reason you haven't done it yet. If you're the type of person like I am, I can tackle a drawer. So now my box is in the cupboard. This morning I'm getting dressed. I've got 5 minutes extra because I'm trying to get my life, my stuff together. I woke up 10 minutes earlier and I open up this drawer with the socks and underwear, and immediately I go, I'm going to now work through this drawer. And you're that type of person that wants to work through one cubby, one drawer, one box a morning until it's done, go for it. It doesn't matter at what speed this is happening. What matters is that it's happening. It doesn't matter whether it's one item at a time or whether it's a shelf at a time, as long as it's happening. As long as you keep on taking action to take control, you will be in control. You might want to know, or you might think to yourself, why is it important to minimize your wardrobe? Curate it for exactly what feels good for you in your season of life. And the answer to that is, again, there is scientific studies that can back this theory. I'm just not good with technical talk, so you're going to have to excuse me. Let's use my language and the way I understood it. When you put on an outfit that doesn't make you feel good, you will not carry yourself with confidence. You will be fidgety. You will be uncomfortable. You will be self-conscious. And that is subconsciously your outfit talking to you. Now, imagine you put on an outfit that you really feel good in. You know how that jean, when you tighten it up and it, sits on your hips, you know you look good in it. You know how it's making you feel. And you know when you walk down the street, you sort of have an extra swing in your hip or a little jump in your step because you feel good in your outfit. And that is why it's important to curate a wardrobe that makes you feel like that in every single thing that you wear. Let me show you a bit of my history and where my huge declutter came from. I went through a stage where I asked my little sister if she could come and help me do some renovations in my house. I needed some internal work done. And living in South Africa, you really want to keep strangers out of your house as much as possible. So they were a safe option and they were willing to do it for us. So she came to help us renovate and repaint the inside of the house. And that changed into something so much more. She literally, I said she was my lifesaver at that point in my life. I was drowning. I had stuff everywhere. I lived in such a small space and I had, let's specifically talk about clothes. I had clothes in the garage, in the spare bedroom, in my bedroom. I bought wicker baskets to place at the end of my bed so that I can fill them up with clothes. And I was not wearing most of it. I gained weight and I couldn't fit into most of it. And every time I saw it, I felt bad. I remembered how I used to be able to fit in it and how I used to look at it. And then I looked in the mirror and I looked at myself and I wasn't liking what I was seeing because I just took a shirt that doesn't look bad on me, but I just took it from right next to another shirt that I wasn't fitting into any longer. If you found value in this video so far, please give this video a like, drop me a comment below, and consider subscribing to our community. I leave everyday easy habits that you could maybe pick up on to alleviate some stress in your life and start getting on top of yourself in a busy routine. So yeah, let's move on to the next point. I think when my sister saw me, she got a bit of a fright. She's a goal setting, I'm going to achieve it type of personality. She jumped into my wardrobe one day, and when I got home, I'll show you the picture of the bathroom. I'll see if I can find a picture of the bathroom. It was stacked from the windowsill into the bath. It flowed over the bath and onto the floor, and it covered half the toilet as well. And she's like, right, now we're going to take item by item and If you don't fit into it, you're not going to put it back in your cupboard. And when I did say to her, but I want to keep it, she's like, put it on, put it on. Or if she could see my hesitation, she's like, why don't you want it? What did you just see? What did you just think about? And then I did keep a lot of things, but there was space in my cupboard to keep a lot of things that I didn't need. And she asked me to please, if I go through this or if I bring in something new or whatever, to just, and she actually put a box in my cupboard and she's like, Chanel, please, if you're going to not wear something, or if you put it on and you don't feel good in it, please just put it in this box. Give it to Fidis. Fidis is the lady that cleaned my house. She worked for me for nearly 10 years. I miss her so much. But in any case, and I did. And that was a game changer. I still do it to this day. I have a donate bag that lives on the top of my fridge. If I put on something and all of a sudden, out of the blue, for no apparent reason, it either looked tired or I saw myself in a photo with it on, or a video more recently, I just decided I don't like the way that made me look. Then I would take it and I will donate it. Now, I know it's going to be different for everybody. Let's talk about sentimental items. You have stuff in your cupboard that you don't want to get rid of. It's not something you'll wear because either it doesn't fit or it's not appropriate for your age any longer, but you don't want to get rid of it. You may be keeping it for your children or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's a loved one that passed on and you don't want to get rid of that item. I would highly recommend to pack it away nicely and put it in the top part of your cupboard, preferably in a container that's not see-through, because we talk to ourselves. Whether we know it or not, we do talk to ourselves. So if you put the items away that no longer fit, but you don't want to get rid of, not forever, just for now, you will be able to open up space, and through space runs energy, right? So you can get rid of the old energy and bring in new energy. And therefore you can perhaps move on from something in your life that's associated with a certain type of item. If you put your hand in your sock drawer and you automatically flick some socks to the side and dig for specific socks, think twice about the ones you flick aside. Do they have holes in them? Do you not like the feeling on your feet? Do they make your feet stink? Do they make your feet sweat? What is the reason you don't grab for them as often as what you grab for these? Take them, put them in the donate box. My advice would be, if you want to donate it, if you want to remove it from your home in any way, put it in the donate box. If you're too busy to drive to a donate center, if there's not a donate center near you, you can either put it out by the curb, like on your yard, and say, free clothes, please take it. Or if you're really overwhelmed and you really don't want to deal with it, just throw it away. Give yourself permission to throw it away. It is okay. Your busy season will not last forever. And if you need to do that today to get through the day and still help yourself, go for it. 100% go for it. Because I now have a wardrobe. I like every single item. And I'm wearing tracksuit pants. I'm wearing a hoodie. And I'm wearing a tank top. So not every single item that I own is dressy clothes. This is my loungewear, but I love it. I love my loungewear. Do I look good in this outfit? Possibly not. Do I feel good in this outfit? Yes. And that's why I wear it. Because I feel so comfortable in it. It's not something I'll wear to the shop, but it's something that I'm comfortable in for what I'm doing today. So I went through a busy season where I literally left the house before the sun came up, and I came back, after sunset. And I don't like to work like that, but there's been seasons in my life where I had to work like that. And I don't like it. I like to to have a lot of time to myself. That is how I function optimally. And unfortunately, in that season, I didn't have it. But if I didn't have that box that my sister put in my cupboard, I don't think I would have kept on decluttering. I don't think I would have kept on taking items that I didn't like and got rid of it, because it would have been a hassle. I had to have to think about it, where it just became such second nature, such a second habit, that I now have a bag in my house that if I don't like it, I go and get rid of it. It is just so funny how we work, and how, starting a new habit is maybe not easy, but it's definitely not putting me out. It's definitely not making me action a lot in one day. So I don't really expel a lot of energy, right? So you have your box in your wardrobe, and when you move through your socks or your underwear, you sort of pick from it that has holes in it, or, if you come home after work and you absolutely didn't enjoy wearing something, in my opinion, don't wash it first. Because if you wash it, it's going to go back into the cupboard. I would just put it in the donate box or in the dustbin. If you're really going through a busy season, that one action is going to make you not take action. So rather immediately remove that item dirty, because someone that's going to pick up on it from a donation center or whatever is in any case going to wash it before they wear it, hopefully. So my honest advice is, if you're really drowning, don't even do that. Because if it's important to someone else, they can then wash. If you want to take one day, maybe wash and dry the entire box and then put it out on the curb, do it. But my honest opinion is, if you put it on and you don't feel comfortable, you swap it out for something else. Or if you've worn it and after a day you go, I will never wear this again, immediately remove it. If you want to get rid of it, put it in one section. If you want to keep it for follow-up, put it in another section. But that second section must be out of sight, out of mind, because our clothes talk to us, right? It subconsciously talk to us. So guys, that's it. That is my one tip that I can give you, that is so easy that even your kids can do it. Whether your kids dress themselves or whether you dress your kids, it's the same principle. All you need is one box and one spot and one action. Let's say you've decluttered your space completely and you now have a wardrobe that's left over. Not necessarily a wardrobe that you feel happy with, but the wardrobe that's left over. I would highly recommend to say that when and how you replace your clothes has to be with a bit more intention. And what I mean by that is, if you need to replace a shirt, make sure that you don't just buy any shirt. Make sure that it's a shirt that makes you feel good, that you really, really like. Like not just 80%. You have to like this item 90 to 100%. And guys, let's be clear. Sometimes we purchase an item and we love it in the store. And when we bring it home, maybe 2 washes in, it doesn't sit the way it did when we first bought it. And no, you didn't gain weight. It just, either it's pulling funny or it's shrinking. A lot of my shirts that I used to buy in South Africa, this last lot shrunk up. Like it became shorter. Why? Shorter and wider. So my honest opinion would be, if I have to throw this hoodie out tomorrow because it's got a hole in it or it's got a stain on it and I no longer can wear it, I will actually note it on my phone where I put my groceries. Hoodie, white hoodie. Because I wear this so often and because it's such a staple in my wardrobe, I would want to replace it. But I would have to actually search until I find one that I really, really love. And that is what I would advise you to do. It doesn't matter what the situation is that you're in, whether it's multiple jobs, whether it's little ones, whether it's I don't know, moving into a new house, whether it's splitting from a partner and having to deal with little ones and having to work maybe for the first time in a long time. It doesn't matter what your new circumstances is. When life becomes overwhelming, when you go into self-preservation mode, not even fight or flight, for me, that is a situation where you feel unsafe. I think women goes into this self-preservation mode where they literally are making sure that everything happens as and when it should for that household to run. But what comes last is the household and yourself. My philosophy is, and I did share it with you. I'll leave a card at the top here for my last video that I put out for a way to get your mojo back. And that is also placing habits in your daily routine so that you can always feel on top of the tasks that you need to do on your body.